Welcome back, everybody, to the Real Madrid Galactico rebuild. Yeah, so since last episode, there's been a lot of games because obviously the last video we ended it where we'd finished the July-August transfer window, and obviously now we're in January's transfer window. The World Cup and everything's been played. If I remember right, the World Cup was won by England. Let me just check because I remember looking at this and being surprised by some teams. Yeah, here we go. So England won it on penalties against Sweden, so Sweden getting to the final. But also Canada got to the quarter-finals. Like, you really would not expect that. Apart from that, though, no real big surprises there, except there's no Brazil or Argentina that even qualified from the groups. So I don't know what happened group-wise. So yeah, Brazil got knocked out of the group with Sweden and Congo in. And Argentina must have had the same fate. Yeah, Canada and Croatia. Like, absolutely crazy. This year's and Belgium getting knocked out by Jamaica. Like, this year's football manager is absolutely crazy. Okay, so since the last video, there's been a lot of games. This is where we left, which was the 3-1 win for Vallecano. But as you can see, we did not start very well at all in the league. Lost 1-0 away at Sociedad. I think I just don't think we played very well, to be honest. Levante at home. Casemiro got sent off after 7 minutes. I think it was two yellow cards. I was absolutely furious. Obviously, we went and lost from there, even after taking the lead with Benzema. I tried to play sort of rotated side in the Champions League because I thought, oh, it's an easy group. And obviously, we drew to Roma again. Vinicius Jr. getting sent off in the 23rd minute. Really not ideal. But then after a couple of tweaks to my tactic, we really started to take off like goal scoring. I mean, this 6-3 against Sevilla was such a good game to watch. Obviously, it weren't till the end of the game where we pulled away, scoring in the 87th Mediami. Then we got another two in the last 4 minutes. What I want to show you is how poorly Barcelona were. So they're actually 4 points behind us, and we're sitting top on 2 points ahead of Celta Vigo. Barcelona's run really has not been good this season. So a lot of shock was results. So the draw at Villarreal, um, draw Real Betis. They lost as well here at home to Granada, which you just don't expect. Lost away at Bilbao. These were the sort of games last season where they were winning them by like 1 goal. So fingers crossed we can start to pull away a little bit now. Now that we've got through our little bad patch of form. Mbappe has been on fire in the league. He scored 11 goals in 13 games with 6 assists. But if you look at Continental, absolutely nothing. Really struggling in the Champions League. And on the Champions League note, let's see how we finished. So as you can see, we actually finished second, and that's because we lost 1-0 away at Roma, which is very disappointing. So let's just have a quick look at the knockouts to see who we drew. We actually got Arsenal, which is not the worst draw, but obviously if we would have come first, we could have got a weaker side. So who did Roma get? See, look, Roma got Mönchengladbach. Like, that would have been a lot easier than Arsenal because Arsenal are good on this year's FM. But the way I look at the Champions League, like, we're gonna have to beat the top teams to win it again anyway. So I weren't really too fussed about that. Right, and we do have some transfer news. some deals that will be happening in a couple of days' time. So we'll start off with Nacho. He's leaving for 15 million to join AC Milan. His contract was running out at the end of this season. He obviously didn't want to sign a new contract, so I thought I might as well get some money for him, and I think 15 million's not too bad. Don't get me wrong, he's done a good job for us, but he's 32 years of age, and I could potentially reinvest that money or promote Wisdom Amy, start giving him a bit more game time. We still have Danny Carvajal as well, who can play the right back, so I'm not too fussed about that at the moment. And then the last one is Karim Benzema, who we are selling for 18.5 million to Liverpool. Again, another one. Contract was running out. Didn't really want to sign a new contract. To be honest, I kind of regret this one because he has done really well this season. Look, 11 goals, 12 games. Like, he's absolutely lighting up La Liga. I think he's got two hat tricks in 2 games recently, actually. Where is it now? Yeah, so we had hat trick, didn't start, hat trick. He's gone a little bit off the boil recently, but still a very class player. He was just another one that I wanted to sort of get money for rather than just letting go. But now I kind of wish I kept him for the second half of the season, just lost him on a free. But what's done is done. So today's game is going to be the home game to Celta Vigo, who are sitting second, 2 points behind us. So a big win here will give us that little bit of separation possibly, because I think we're 4 points ahead of Bilbao, who are third. So we're going to be at least 4 points clear. The little change that I made was I made Valverde into a box-to-box midfielder, and I put the other centre mid on support. Just because when we was playing in like playing from the back, I noticed this centre mid defence was very close to the back line, and then this other midfielder he kind of got swamped by the opposition's midfielders because he was in a position on his own. So I changed these two to ball playing defenders, so they now will bring the ball out of defence and look to play into these. And what I find now is one of these would usually be in space when the other one's like well marked. And the box to box also gets forward quite a lot for goals on the edge of the box and that sort of thing, or even headers. So this is today's lineup that we're going with. Hazard's on the bench though, with Adiemi, Ravella, who I've been giving game to. Camavinga's also been getting some game time, and Camavinga's actually been playing really well. Ravella, maybe because it's his first season, he's still getting used to the system and that sort of thing. Danny Olmo, I've been playing him in that false nine a lot. And then Luka Jovic. So this wasn't one of the reasons why I wasn't so bothered about losing Benzema, because when Jovic has played, he tends to score goals. Like obviously he's only got 1 in 7 appearances there, but a lot of the times I play him in that false nine role. Whereas when I think it was the World Club Championship when he played advanced forward, like he always just seemed to be in the right place and finish clinically. So with Benzema going, he will definitely start to get a bigger role. Right, so obviously you know our lineup, but now we're going to get a look at how Celta Vigo will be lining up. So it's a 4-4-2. Mina is in good goal scoring form, so he's a player that we're going to have to look at keeping quiet. But if this was at Vigo, I reckon there'd be a chance we'd lose, but at home, I just can't see it unless we get some stupid sending off. But Casemiro, who has had 2 red cards in the last 10 games, he's suspended for this game anyway, so at least we haven't got that hot head on the pitch. Right, here we go. Nacho out wide into Valverde. Great ping to Mbappe. And has he missed that? I genuinely thought the keeper had saved that. That's a shocking miss. Player of his quality as well. Right, they've got a corner. And someone has just given away a penalty. hate the amount of penalties that get given away from pushes in the box. Like, I just think it's so unrealistic. Like, how often do you see these get given when people are wrestling on corners and that sort of thing? Like, it's just stupid. Yeah, of course that was going to be given. You hardly ever see him not. And Aspas has got a penalty to give Vigo a lead, which they really don't deserve. And of course he buries it. Good penalty, to be fair. Keeper weren't saving that. And that's their first real chance. Right, 5 minutes left of this first half, and I've got to say this has been absolutely abysmal. Just poor performances everywhere. They've got a throw in right by our corner flag. Mina, Sensia will win that. Has he done a little bit of skill to get around him there? If he has, that's brilliant. Mbappe's through on goal again. This time he slots it away, but is he offside? Surely not. Yeah, it's awarded. It's a great ball. And Mbappe's pace, you don't really want him one-on-one. And this time he slots it into the bottom corner. We're going to be going in level, it looks like. Or maybe not. We've got a free kick here. Sensio out wide in the box. Pulls it back to Nacho. Vinicius Junior's in a bit of space. Goes backwards to Mendy. Now Benzema. Asensio. Oh my word, what a little bit of football there. What is this offside? I can't believe Mbappe actually passes this. Oh, it's disallowed. That's unfortunate. It's a great finish though. Yeah. Ooh, that's close, that is. That's very, very close. Right, I gave him a little bit of telling off at half time, so they was all motivated. I'm expecting a bigger performance. Straight from the off as a highlight. Valverde, Benzema, Asensio's in. Plays Mbappe. He finishes. What a start to the second half. It's good football here. Valverde into Benzema. Benzema plays it off to Asensio. He plays Mbappe in behind. It's devastating. Can't cope with the little quick passing. Right, half an hour left. What I want to do is I want to drop the tempo a little bit. Start some time wasting. Try and manage that game. Benzema keeps finding them little pockets, and then Mbappe gets clear. He's got his hat trick, and I'm pretty sure that's a carbon copy of the second goal. But this one was an even better finish. So he goes into Valverde, into Benzema, Sensio. He plays it in behind to Mbappe, and that's a great finish. Right, they've got a free kick here. Malquit plays it into Aspas, Mina, Beltran, Malquit put it wide. I mean, I'd rather him running onto that than someone like Mina or Aspas. Mina's actually having a bad game at 6.3. Vinicius Junior's not really having the best of games either. We'll bring Hazard on for him. And I think we're going to leave it at that. I could take Mbappe off because he's on a yellow card, but I like his pacing behind. We've got a corner here. Modric will deliver. Militao puts it over. In fact, we are going to make that change. We're going to take Mbappe off. Substitute him for Adeyemi. And then we're going to take Valverde off for Nicolo Ravella. Modric now on the ball, plays up to Benzema, who brings it down. Mbappe goes out wide. He delivers. Asensio comes in. It's a good save by Ruben Blanco. I don't think he got much on that though. And that'll be the last bit of action we'll see from Mbappe. Free kick, Ravella delivers. Modric can't get anything on it, but he can keep it alive. He delivers. Milito, and it's 4-1. Surely that's the 3 points now. I would have liked Benzema to have got a goal to send off before he goes to Liverpool, but I think he's had quite a big game in regards to his hold-up play and that sort of thing. So I don't think his 6.7 rating really shows that off. We're into injury time. That should be it now. We're currently 5 points clear and looking very, very good. So we currently have 36.1 million transfer budget remaining with 480 grand a week available. I don't know if Benzema and Nacho's wage have come off that yet, so we might even have more wages. But I don't really know what to sign. I don't know whether to try and just keep that money for next season, try and make a big signing, because at the moment there's not a lot that I can think of to sign to improve. Obviously, this is our best starting 11. Benzema's currently not in there because he's gone anyway. But I think that's a pretty strong starting 11 at the moment. Obviously, Modric has probably only got another year in him. Valverde is class. Man United have been after him all season. And unless they're offering me like over 120 million, maybe even more than that, he's not going. But it's January as well, so if you want to buy top players, you've got to overspend. So off the top of my head, I can't really see who we would want to sign. De he's going to be like stupid money. His contract doesn't run out for another 4 years as well, so unless Juventus start really underperforming, not getting into the Champions League, which is possibly because they are currently sixth, but I'd be very surprised if they did. So we will be coming back for the next video on this away game against Atletico Madrid, and then straight after, 3 days later in fact, we have Barcelona at home. That's going to be quite challenging to manage fatigue wise, but when we get to that point, Atletico Madrid might be a game we can afford to lose, as I think they're currently miles away. Yeah, they're down in 13th. They're having a really, really bad season. I can't see them catching us up anywhere near by then, so I might play a weak side against Atletico and then put the full squad out against Barca. Put them in their place at the Bernabeu, and as long as our current run of form's carried on up until then, we could potentially be putting them out of the title race more or less. But thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you all again next time.